spirit. I am a soul, a beautiful, sparkling life energy, tiny and concentrated, a jewel of light. Within this body, I exist in the center of my forehead, behind my eyes. My life energy surrounds my body in an aura of light. I am eternal. In my daily life, my memory of this lapses, so I remind myself, I am eternal. I am immortal. My body will die, but I am immortal. And I have journeyed through time for more than this one short life. I am not of this world. I come from the world of souls, my home, where God is ever present, waiting for me to reach out, reach upwards. I attune myself once more to higher planes, greater pursuits. I am an elevated soul. A being of light. And I am a companion of God, the light of the world. I am a helper of God. The task of world upliftment is great. Human hearts are weary, lost, despairing, afraid, crying out for some greater power to put an end to these dark times. I accept my role as a helper of God. I become a channel for God's vibrations into this world. Powerful vibrations, healing vibrations, the power of God's love, the power of God's mind, a mind that has never entertained darkness, only light. I sense you just above me, and your light is showering down on me like a fountain of light, washing over me. Bathe in your light. I feel it spreading through me, restoring my peace and equilibrium. Your light chases away the shadows within me. Your light and might gives me the courage to face all obstacles, weather all storms. Waves of your light. Fill me with your light. Your light uplifts me. Your power comes into me and through me. I am a channel for your light and love. Soon it will be time to return to the world, but for a few more moments, I will stay in the light. Waves of your light are shining upon me, reaching into me, nurturing me. Slowly, gently, I allow my awareness to return to my body. I prepare to move, to act and interact with others. I know that my concentration will be required elsewhere now to live in the world, but I carry you with me. And from time to time throughout the day, in my mind, I will return completely to the light.
Om Shanti. Good evening. So today's our class is remaining light. This morning, Baba was reminding us that now is time we have to become free from all kinds of worries, carefree kings, and we have to focus on our effort. If we are light, then we can able to make others also light, because present time we are living in such a world where everybody is experiencing so much tension and heaviness, because we know that one side world war is going on, other side lot of political upheavals are there. Nature is also in full force. Economy of the world is also going down. So many problems people are experiencing, and those problems are making them very heavy and tense. So while living in this world, Baba says my first priority is to looking after myself. If I look after myself, if I am happy, light, then I am helping myself, then I can able to help others. So Baba says to remain light in Brahmin life, I need to build up my self-esteem. Because if my self-respect is there, self-esteem is a high, then I can remain very light. Because self-respect has a very, very higher vibrations. It has very, very higher inspirations. In self-respect, there is an attitude of gratitude is there. Where there is a self-respect, no complaint is there. No comparison is there, no competition is there, no expectations are there, no question marks are there, only acceptance is there. That's why Baba says that now is time we need to say thanks to everyone and everything. First, say thank you to the body. This I-natured body allowed us to meet God. Sometimes if body is not cooperating with me, we become a bit tense and we become a bit upset because whatever I want to do, I can't do through this body. So body gives hard time, but not to become upset. Say thank you to the body. Then body will cooperate with me very well. Sometimes Baba says, say thank you to the nature, because the 5 elements of nature, I have to make them my friends. If I have made them my friends, then they will cooperate with me. Whenever I need help, they'll help me. But if I make them enemies, I'm not going to receive any help from them. So say thank you to the 5 elements of the nature. Say thank you to the situations, because they are teaching us also very good lessons in our life. Say thank you to the people, because people are also teaching us lot of wonderful things in our life. I remember there was one lady, once she came to see me, and this lady was very, very depressed. She was on lot of medication, and she went to doctor for various tests, and her body was perfectly fine. Nothing wasn't wrong into the body. All tests were normal. But I could see something she was suppressing in her life. Some deep, deep sorrow was there in her heart, which made her very depressed. So I had chat with her. Some things is bothering to you. What is that? And then I said, if you don't feel comfortable talking with me, that is fine. But you start talking with God and talk to God, tell everything, then you will feel lot better. So she went home and she thought about that. And next day she came to see me. And she said, Sister, I want to talk to you. I said, okay, what is that? And then she started telling me the story of her life. When she was very young, her and her younger sister both liked somebody and both wanted to get married to this person. And later on, she realized that her younger sister also liked this person. So she decided and let her to marry to this person. But somehow, deep down inside, she did not forgiven her sister. And that sorrow was there in her heart. That hurt was quite deeply was there, and which was making her sad, unhappy, and depressed. And later on, after doing meditation course, she realized that I need to forgive my sister. Whatever happened, it's happened. Because you can't change, it's happened. And then she started doing meditation and she forgiven her sister and her heart became open and she could feel Baba's power and love. And slowly, she started forgetting that situation. So that's what happened. Sometimes lot of things we keep inside, and that becomes real problem. It affects my mental health and also physical health. But when I build up my self-respect, in self-respect, you forgive people, you forget situation, and you build up so much self-esteem that whatever aim you have in your life, you can able to become like that. We all remember the example of the George Washington when he was a little boy, when he was a child. He did not have normal childhood. He had to work. So in school, he was ringing the bell. And while ringing the bell, you hear the sound of the bell, tan, tan, tan. And he was reminding himself, I am a president of America. Yeah. And he had that aim, and he worked hard to fulfill that aim. And one day he became the president of America. So that's what it is. In self-respect, all those beautiful things are already merged. And how do I build up that self-esteem? So best method Baba gives us is churning the knowledge. When I churn Baba's knowledge, that churning knowledge gives me lot of might in my life. Knowledge gives me light, but when I churn, I experience lot of might in my life. In our scripture, there is a little example is written that one day deities and devils both have decided to churn the ocean. That was a huge task, but both of them, they started doing this huge task. And while churning the ocean, the first thing emerged from the ocean was poison. When poison emerged, nobody wanted, not deities, not devils. Again, they started churning. Then nectar emerged, Lakshmi emerged, all beautiful jewels emerged, which everybody wanted. So, same process is happening with us. When we start churning the ocean of knowledge, first thing is emerging is, what is emerge first thing is a poison. You start churning knowledge, then negative thoughts will come, wise thought will come. It's like a poison. And some children, they think that why this kind of thoughts comes, they become afraid and they stop churning the knowledge. But Baba says, remember our memorial is written in Bhakti. If poison emerged, give it to God, give it to Baba. Baba will take, but keep churning. Eventually, the nectar will definitely emerge. Yeah, so churning knowledge is a very, very good method to build up our self-esteem, self-respect. Then I will remain very, very light and happy in my life. Another method Baba share is introspection, introvertness. Sometimes we are so busy talking with people outside, and we forget to talk with very, very important person, which is the self. So in introvertness, you start talking with yourself. You start talking with God. You sit in the cave of introversion. And when I start talking with myself, then I can able to improve myself. When you start talking to God, Baba, you get that power from Baba. And now it's time to become more and more introverted. Because when you become extroverted, what happens? We start seeing the people outside in the world, what they are doing, what they are thinking, how they behaving. When I see that defects or any negative things, which is not very healthy for me, that's why Baba says, when you become introverted, you see yourself, you improve yourself, you talk to yourself, because it's very important thing to have that conversation with the self. Like in jungle, whenever there is a fire, those animals who are underground, they are safe. So now is time to go underground, because war is just around the corner. Anytime anything can happen. Everything is so unpredictable. Anytime anything can happen. So before destruction takes place, I need to destroy my negativity. We are not worrying about destruction. My job is construction. Baba has sent us to do the construction. Yeah, so introvertness is a very, very beautiful quality. In Mahabharata, there is a one story written, yeah, when Guru Dronacharya left his body, yeah, he died, and the Kauravas were not very happy. They said Pandavas cheated. Yeah, so his son Aswasthama was very, very angry. Yeah, he thought that Pandavas killed my father. So he wanted to kill whole Pandav armies. So next day he announced that I am going to throw this Narayana weapon. It's a very, very powerful weapon, can destroy anyone and everyone in a second. Yeah. So Krishna knew that he will use this weapon next day in this Mahabharata war. So Krishna told whole Pandava army that now what you can do, you surrender to God, become introverted, think about God, don't have the thought of fighting. Just surrender your weapons and become very calm, introverted, and just surrender. And then next day in a war, he did use that weapon. And when that Narayana weapon coming closer to Pandavas, because of their introvertness, because of their conversation with God, surrendering to God, all those qualities were there. This weapon became slowly, slowly powerless and did not harm to Pandavas. So that's why Krishna protected Pandav armies. Yeah, so Baba says, nowadays you can see all these nuclear weapons are ready. Anytime these people can use. Yeah, so before they use, I need to prepare myself. Yeah, so now it's time to become introverted like that. Then we can remain bit light. Another thing Baba is explaining is positive attitude. Whatever happens in my life, I need to adopt positivity in my life. If positive attitude is there, then I will not become heavy, because I will remind myself that these situations are here to make me internally very, very strong and powerful. These situations are here so I can move forward in my life. These situations are here making me experienced. Because if I have experienced, if I've been through certain situations, then if I will explain anyone Baba's knowledge, it will come from my heart because I've been through those situations. And something comes from the heart, it will hit the heart. But something comes from the head, it will disappear very, very easily. Yes, so whenever situation would arise, I need to adopt positive attitude towards them. Then I can learn something. Then I can able to remain light in my life. There is one example I have heard. They say that this is a little story which I would like to share with you. Story of the king and his advisor. The king, he was a bit negative, critical person, but his advisor was very, very positive. Any situation would come, he would take it positive way. And this both had very good friendship. They always used to do things together. So one day, both of them went to jungle for hunting, because early days king used to take lot of interest in hunting. Yeah. So while hunting, the king cut his finger. As soon as he cut his finger, advisor said to king, "Hey king, you take it positive way. You will experience some benefits." And here king, he had so much pain. His finger was bleeding. He couldn't take it positive way. He became very, very angry and upset. And we all know when person become angry, what happens? He cannot make right decision in his life. Yeah, so because of that anger, he put his advisor into the jail. Now advisor was in jail. Couple of days later, again king had desire to go for hunting. And this time he was alone in jungle. And while hunting in jungle, there were some aboriginal people. They were looking somebody whom they can able to sacrifice in front of God. Suddenly they found this king. They became very happy. They thought that we got very nice things to offer to God. But early days, there was a one principle that you cannot offer broken image to God. Image should be unbroken. So when they checked body, the finger was damaged. So that was a broken image. They can't offer to God. And that's where they made king free. And king realized, then when I cut my finger, my advisor told me, "Hey king, take it positive way." But I did not take positive way. I became angry and upset. So he straight went to the jail and he told whole story to his advisor. And advisor said, "Hey king, you put me into the jail. I took it positive way. Imagine if you didn't put me into the jail, they would kill me," because he was perfectly all right. Yeah. So whatever is happening in our life, I need to adopt positive attitude. And positive attitude will help me, and I can able to learn many wonderful things in my life. One day what happened, there was one this company was there, shoe company. Yeah, they sent two salesperson to Africa and told this two salesperson that you go and start selling the shoes in Africa. So one person was a positive one, another one was negative. Yeah. So negative person went to Africa and he looked in Africa. Not many people were wearing the shoes there. Very few people would wear. So he sent email to his boss and said that please call me back from here because nobody is wearing shoes here. How can I sell the shoes here? Yeah. And another was a positive person. He looked. No one, very few were wearing shoes. So he sent email to his boss and said, please send me the trucks, loads and loads of shoes here. So I can encourage people. I can explain them the value of wearing shoes in this country. And I can able to sell more shoes here. Yeah, so you can see both have different way of thinking. One is a positive attitude, another has a negative attitude. Yeah, so positive attitude helps us to progress in our life and makes me also very light in my life. Yeah. Another thing, Baba also reminds us that sometimes the past memories are also gives us hard time. Because in past some good things we have done, some bad things of course we have done, but when people start remembering the past, generally they don't remember good things, they remember the bad things, what bad things they have done in their life. And then this past creates a lots of waste in their life. That's why in the world they say that past is a waste paper, present is a newspaper, future is a question paper. So read and write very carefully. Otherwise, life will be a tissue paper. No value of the life. So whenever this past emerges, people start thinking about the past. And while thinking past, they spoil present and future. Because future is a reflection of the present life. We know something we have done. You can't change. Past is past. That's why they say yesterday is a history, tomorrow will be mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it present. So present life is a very, very beautiful gift for me. If I see like that way, then I will appreciate my present life. And then I can able to remain very light because my present is so beautiful. We are playing part with God. We are enjoying this Brahmin life. Yeah, so when I focus my present life and start applying 3 dot, Baba says, na, soul is a dot. Baba is a dot, point of light. Yeah, and drama is a dot. Yeah, when I apply these 3 dots, then Maya not come in front of me. And that's way I can remain quite light in my life. And sometimes Baba says that some people have very, very worrying nature. They too much worry. And that worry worrying nature create lot of stress in their life. That's what Baba says, that I need to know the stress, then no stress. I need to know. Know means understand the stress. Then no stress I will experience in my life, because I will remain very flexible. Flexibility is a very, very powerful weapon against stress. According to people, according to situation, according to the country, according to the culture, if I can able to mold, then no stress is there. I will not experience stress, or people will not experience stress. I remember I have toured quite a bit with Dadi Prakash Mani in different countries, because early days we had just center recently opened, and the old facilities were not there in center. Yeah, but I noticed that the Prakash Mani was so flexible. When you tour with her, you never ever become stressful. She makes sure, yeah, that according to the place, she would able to mold herself very easily. In one country we went, it was a new center, nothing much was in center. So I asked Dadi, what breakfast should I make today? And she looked in center, and just few noodles were there, and vegetable was there. Okay, so Dadi said, just Bhavana, make vegetable noodles. That will be fine. Yeah. So I prepared the breakfast. We all had breakfast. Lunch program we had somewhere else. And night time we came back to center. And next day again I asked Dadi, what breakfast would you like to have today? And Dadi said, just make same thing. Noodle is fine. Yeah, so I noticed, according to the place and country, Dadi was so molding nature she had. She she adjusts herself so easily. I never ever felt any stress or any tension or anything when I tour with Dadi nearly 2 weeks in various places. So this is a very beautiful quality, flexibility. Yeah, so when I am flexible, no stress for me, and no one else has stress because of me. Yeah, that's why nowadays doctors also says that too much worry, too much hurry, and too much curry, not good for mind and body. Because when you worry too much, it affects on your heart. When you do too much hurry, you make too many mistakes. And when you eat too much curry, not good for the body. Spices, not good for the body. Yeah, so I need to remain flexible. So I become free from worry or stress and remain quite light. Yeah, Baba says another yukti to remain light, I need to become free from fear. Because nowadays people have lot of fear. Fear of anything can happen any day. Biggest fear people are experiencing nowadays is fear of the death. Nobody would like to die. You go to hospital, people are suffering so much, but no one likes to die, because they don't know what would happen after death. Inside that fear is there. Yeah, but Baba has given us very, very clear knowledge that after death, You don't go anywhere. You go with Baba to your home. So clear understanding is there. So we Baba's children don't experience any fear. I remember there was somebody sent me little story. It was a real practical life experience was there. That there was one lady, she was having some kind of operation, and during operation time, she had this out of body experience. She went through that tunnel, and then she saw that powerful light. She met God, and she asked question to God and said, "Hey God, how long am I going to live in this body?" And God said, "You will be long time in this body." But she said, "God, I want to know how long am I going to live in this body?" And then God said, "Oh, still 40 years, 4 months, you will be long time in this body, don't worry." And then she could remember whatever conversation she had with God. And when she came back to the body, she was recovering in hospital. She decided that I am going to live long time in this body. Let me enjoy my life. Yeah. So she ran to the lady, dressmaker lady, and she came, took nice measurement and made very, very beautiful dress for her. Then she ran to the hairdresser lady. She came, made very beautiful hair for her. And then she rang the beautician. Yeah, beautician came. She done very lovely makeup for her. And by the time she got permission to go home, and she was going home, on the way, on pedestrian crossing, again she hit very hard with one car. And on the spot, she died. And she went to God and complained to God and said, "Hey God, you told me that I am going to live long, long time in this body. Why did you call me so soon?" And God said, "Sorry, I did not recognize you." So she was completely transformed. So anyway, so that is the biggest fear people are facing nowadays, is dying. So what Yukti Baba gives us? Baba says, transform your fear into the faith. Faith, different aspects are there. Faith on self, faith on Baba, faith on Brahmin family, and faith on trauma. 4 aspects of the faith. When I develop faith in myself, then I can able to experience or develop very, very beautiful quality, which is self-confidence. When I have faith on Baba, I become very courageous person. And courageous people make impossible things possible. When I develop faith on family, then I'll receive cooperation and help. And when I have faith on drama, on every situations, then that makes me very powerful and positive in my life. So that way I can become free from the fear. and I can remain light in my life. Another reason Baba gives sometimes that why people become heavy because of defamation. Sometimes what happens if you haven't done anything wrong or bad, people are start defaming you. People are saying bad things to you. And when you listen that defamation, which makes you very heavy inside. So how do I handle defamation? Anybody defames you, or anybody comes and say any gossip to you, what do? In India, there is a one person, his name was Chanakya. He was a very intelligent person. He was a great scholar. One day one of his relative came to see Chanakya and said to him that I want to tell you something about your friend, want to pass on some news about your friend. And Chanakya said, before you tell me anything, you have to pass the 3 tests. Which 3 tests? The first test, whatever you are going to tell me about my friend, is it true or false? So his relative said, I don't know. It's true or false. Maybe it can be false or true. I don't know. Second test, whatever you are going to tell me about my friend, is it positive or negative? And his relative said, I can't see it's positive. It is a negative. And third test is, whatever you are going to tell me about my friend, is it useful for me or not? And then this relative said, I don't think so. It is useful for you. Then Chanakya said, whatever you are going to tell me, it's not true. It's not positive. It's not useful for me. Why should I listen? Yeah. So if anybody comes to us, we can also sweetly remind them these 3 things. If anything pass through these 3 tests, then good to listen. Otherwise, no need to listen. Sometimes defamation is there. At that time, I need to see the defamation, that whatever defamation is there, is it true or not true? Sometimes people are defaming just like that. If it is not true, then don't worry. Just keep moving on this spiritual path. Like you can see, I always like the example of elephant. I remember when we were little, the elephant used to come in our street. Here, you can't see those animals on the street. But in India, you see everybody is walking on the road, same road. Elephant, cows, kettles, everybody, camels, they all are walking on the same road. They have great global cooperation. Everybody knows who has to give way to whom. I think you all have seen when you are driving on India, on road, middle of the road, buffalo comes. You toot the horn, Buffalo is not going to move, says, I'm not going to move. Again, you toot the horn. Buffalo says, I'm not going to move. And then driver moves. Buffalo doesn't move. That's why in India, we call buffalo is a road tax officer. They don't move. You have to move. But drivers have lot of patience. They don't complain. They just move very easily. In this country, you can see if you make little mistake on road, you get stern eyes. And top of that, lot of blessings. So I was just talking about elephant. Yeah, elephant used to come in our street. And as soon as elephant would come, all dogs of the street, they come together. They start barking towards elephant. But you can see the speciality of elephant. They never ever look backward. Let me see how they bark. Never. They keep walking with that dignity and royalty on their path. Yeah, so sometimes we need to make our stage like that, like elephant. Just keep walking with that faith and dignity on this spiritual path. Whenever people become tired, automatically they'll stop. Because you know you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything bad. I should not worry. Sometimes people say, oh, you are a thief. Sometimes what we do, we accept those words. Oh my God, he said I am a thief. But if I am not thief, why should I accept those words? It won't come to me. Yeah, so like that, if I handle that defamation, if I am doing something wrong, then I should bring transformation in my life. But if I'm not doing anything wrong, then I should not worry with those defamation. So like that, if you take it positive way, then we can able to pass those tests very easily and we can remain light in our life. And very important thing is, last thing is the meditation. Newness and meditation help us to remain very, very light. Newness in various things. Newness in my thoughts. Newness in my words. Newness in my actions. Newness in my sanskaras. Newness in my hope, enthusiasm. Newness in my awareness. Newness in my effort. Newness in my churning. Newness in my vision, in my attitude. Newness in my relationship is there. Then newness creates lot of hope and enthusiasm. And Baba says hope and enthusiasm are like a wings. One can able to fly very, very high and enjoy this Brahmin life. Then no stress is there. Once you are happy, enjoying, flying, who can fly? Those who are light, only they can fly. And another important thing Baba is reminding us is meditation. Meditation, also morning meditation is very good. Morning time when I remember Baba, I experienced 5 main benefits in my life. Early morning, when I have little meditation, chit chat with Baba, then my biological clock will be very good. Before sunrise, if I get up, yeah, then Baba says my biological clock will improve and every organ of my body is ready before time. They finish their job and they ever ready, yeah, for next project or whatever you are going to do. If we meditate early morning, then my physical health also improve because morning time you get enough oxygen. That's why people in the world, they do exercise morning time so they can get the fresh air and lots of oxygen. And at that time, atmosphere is good, not that polluted. If we get up morning time, remember Baba, then my memory power will increase because my brain gets enough oxygen early morning time. If I meditate morning time, my mental health will also improve. My nature will become very happy. And mental health will be very, very good. No problem is there. If my mental health is good, my physical health will be also very good. My emotional health will be good. And my spiritual health will be also very good. 4 types of health is good. Then you consider that person healthy person. My physical health, mental health, emotional health, and spiritual health. Then you call that person a healthy person. And fifth thing, early morning when we get up and we do meditation, you get enough power in your life. Whole day you remain very, very powerful. Whatever task you want to perform, you can perform very easily because I charged my battery early morning and it remains whole day charged. That's why morning meditation gives us lot of power. And whole day I remain very light. Double light. Soul is a light. And physically I have to remain light. Somewhere I was visiting in Australia, they have given me the topic, triple light. Triple light, I have to make it up. Now, soul is light, mind is light, and body also become light. That is a triple light. Yeah. So that way, if I think and do some improvement in my life, then I will remain very light. And if we are light, we are happy, we are positive, if we become powerful, then we can able to help others. Because if I am not helping myself, how can I help others? So first priority is looking after the self. Sometimes mothers are so busy, they always think about children, husband, family. They don't think about themselves. But first priority is thinking about the self. And that is not being selfish. That is called looking after the self. If I am okay, then I can able to help my family or my relatives or whoever comes in my contact very nicely. I need to set that example. Yeah, so whatever things we discuss today, you can give some more thoughts on that one. And nice to remain light and enjoy this life because situations are going to become more and more worse. Yeah, nothing going to become good or nice. Everything is going to become like that. So I need to do preparations. I need to look after myself. I need to care myself. Then I can able to help everyone. Okay. Om Shanti. So few minutes we remember Baba and we can finish this class.